Hola, hello, welcome. How you doing? Pink Floyd, Manny Perez in the house already. I love it. Let's rock and roll, baby. He's on here every single episode live. He doesn't even watch the recordings. He watches live, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty. I feel like I'm halfway out of the picture or something. I'm not sure which one on this screen. I'm halfway in.
I don't know if anybody on
the
my
other one. I don't know. Was that a derogatory comment toward me?
No.
So, all right, welcome to the show, guys. We really appreciate you being on. Let's see here what we got for the agenda up here. Let's show the link. Shouldn't say link. The phone number for the free investors kit, right?
Yep.
So I was getting everything set up earlier today and setting up the stand, which is a tall trash can.
That's typical stand. Desk. That is the typical bag stand, is a trash can on the desk.
That's right. So Kandas said, let's sit down today. I'm like, okay. Look, Zach Childers in the house.
What's up, Zach?
What's up, Zach Attack? How you doing, buddy? So, guys, give a call and speak with Z Zenobia, 877 Larry Go. You get a free investors kit. What's in there, Kandas?
A copy of the HUD Homes Half Off book, copy of the real estate day trading book, some training webinars for our Filthy Riches model, for our real estate day trading model, some asset protection information, different stuff like that, and whatever else we feel like throwing in that day.
Awesome. And Z will hook you up. Zenobia, she's in our accounting department, but she also does all of our marketing as well for our properties. Look, my wife's on here. Hey, honey, how are you?
Hello, Pamela.
That's good.
Hope you've gotten some rest.
Eugene is in the house too, right? And Kandas. Like, hi, Larry and Kandas. Look at that.
Thanks, Eugene.
Yeah. Manny saying hi to Pam. So, also, we've got a share sponsor winner, right?
From last week, you remember to do that? I wasn't on last week's show.
You weren't on last week's show. So, we gave away.
Did you do all right?
Did I do all right? I did fine.
All right,
I did
good.
fine. Yeah.
Good. Just making
I'm
sure.
used to going solo.
All right.
You know, I'm okay. I'm okay with it.
All right.
So, share sponsor winner is Jose Luis Lorette. So, email customer service at LarryGoins.com and tell them what to get, man.
I don't know what you gave away. I wasn't here.
Oh, a HUD Jumpstart, I think. A HUD Jumpstart. So,
all right. I'll take care of that for you.
Good. Email customer service at LarryGoins.com. And Kandas will email you the link, right? Set you up in our member site, and you get access to our HUD Jumpstart course, which, by the way, is our training that shows you how to buy HUD houses for pennies on the dollar. And we bought and sold HUD houses in 12 different states, right from our office in Lake Wiley, South Carolina, right?
Yep.
Exactly. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? Macy is in the house. What's up, Macy? Glad to see you. How are you doing?
Been a while.
Absolutely. Guys, please be sure and share this video now. Just go ahead and click the share link right now. And click the share link and share this video. And we're going to pick a winner next week. It's not like there's hundreds of people sharing the video. Yet. I knew that was coming. So, you got like one chance in 20 some to win, right? So yeah, there you have it. So that's like a 5% chance to win.
I would take it.
It's not like a lottery where you actually increase your odds of winning by actually buying a ticket, right? So yeah, go ahead and share the video. And next week we're going to give away. What do you want to give away?
What about another of the? I know I can't even believe that I'm saying this because I didn't like it the first time you did it. But what about another one of the calls with you?
Oh, like a one-on-one coaching call, strategy call?
Well, we had told them too. I kind of thought this was going to be our last broadcast until the first of the year.
We did. You did?
I did.
Oh.
We had told them that we would be taking off a few weeks in December to spend some time with our families, kind of reset for 2019 and this, that, and the other. So, are we doing that, or are we going to be on next week? Next week, we're having lunch with the office.
Okay. Well, how about we make next week our last show of the year?
Okay.
How about we do that?
All right, guys. That's what it'll be then. Next week will be our last show of 2018. So then let's do the call with you.
Okay. One-on-one coaching call with me. I'm going to find out where you are, where you want to be, your likes, your dislikes, your strengths, your weaknesses, your assets, your liabilities, where you are, where you want to be, and we'll come up with a game plan to get you there. Kenneth says, hello, guys. What's up?
Hello.
How you doing? So yeah, if you share this video, we've already had 6 or 8 people share the video already because of my Facebook notifications, right? How about a trip to my place?
No.
You can come by and take a tour.
You can come by and take a tour.
We have people that pop by. We've had people that we had one Monday we came in and there was a van sitting in the parking lot and the guy drove from New Mexico all the way to Lake Wiley, South Carolina. He got there Sunday afternoon and he spent the night in the parking lot just to come in and meet us on Monday morning.
Now don't go that far.
Right. Okay.
That was a little creepy. It worked out. He was a nice guy, great guy, student, and became a student and everything like that. But that isn't the best foot to start off on with us especially with me, because I'm a very verify type person. Guarded person. So that automatically had me on the defense.
Yeah, and especially, I mean, back when I was traveling a lot, I mean, he took a chance. I might not have even been in the office. Right?
Took a huge chance.
I know, right? One day we came in. A guy came in the office, and he just flew here and landed from DFW.
Crazy.
Right? Just flew here and said, "Larry, I'll show you this deal I'm working right now." I said, "What? Wait a minute! You flew all the way here to show me a deal that you're doing, you know?" And he said, "Yeah, but it's based on your training. I got your training. I just had to show you this deal. I'm so excited." I'm like, good job. So it worked out too. That's awesome. And we got his testimonial hanging on the wall out here too.
When it closed, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
When the deal closed, we sure did.
Exactly. So yeah, you can come by and take a tour anytime you want to, right? It's no big deal.
So this hour, let's put a monetary value on this hour. On our website, you can block hours of Larry's time. I think is it 800?
I think it's $800 or $900 an hour, but you can buy in 15-minute increments to talk to me on the phone.
Yeah. So this hour that we're giving away is a big deal. I didn't want to do it. I didn't know we were going to do it at first, and I didn't like the idea, but I saw how much it was able to give to the last winner. So I wanted to make sure. I think that's a good thing. Cool. And it's a good note to end on too.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And it'll help you out. In fact, it's really kind of what we do with our partners. When we're working with our partners, it's kind of the first step that we do to get them started, right? So you'll kind of get an idea about that as well. So when is the next blood drive?
June. It'll be in June.
I can't give though. I can't give.
You can try again. You tried once. Are you going to try again?
No. Sure.
So the next blood drive will be in June. It'll be sometime around the same time every year. So right now we're looking at June for that to happen. Thank you for asking on that, Manny.
Yeah, that's really good. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait for that. All right. So if you want to apply to work with us, we have a partner program where we work with you and get you up and running, get you our goal is to get you 3 deals in 90 days. You know, I can't guarantee that, of course, because I don't know, you might go home and sit on the sofa, you know, and watch, you know, reruns of Roseanne and watch the Connors, right?
And people ask us that, and I just told somebody that this week too. He asked what kind of guarantee we had, and I asked him what kind we needed, because we know what we stand for. I feel comfortable in what we have to offer and what we do for our partners and everything, and what type of guarantee was actually going to convince him to come into the program.
Yeah, and I have no guarantee that person is going to actually do something. You know, I give you homework step by step every single week, and but I have no way of knowing exactly what you're going to do. I mean, I have many partners that are doing well. In fact, I've gotten emails this week about 4 or 5 deals that's going on with different partners.
So what I ended up asking him was, I told him that was our goal, and that we did everything that we could. But, I said, I'm going to ask you the same question. What type of guarantee do you have from me that you're going to become one of our raving fans, one of the students that actually changes their life and does something with the education, not even the education, but with what you come here and implement? how far are you going to carry it? And he said, well, I've been doing this a long time. I know Larry's the one for me to take me to the next level. And I know that too. And he said, well, I guess I'm just looking for a track record. I said, all right, well, for us, you can go on to the website and look at people that have given us testimonials. We have them hanging in our office. And
We've got hundreds and hundreds of them. And I've never seen anybody that had any more. And I don't mean this in a bad way to brag or anything like that. Brag, be rich and generous. But I tell you, we have literally more testimonials than anybody I've ever seen. I've got testimonials from other educators. I got a testimonial hanging on my wall from Zach Childress that's on here, right? Many of you know him. He's an author and trainer and coach and mentor as well. So yeah, we got testimonials from many people, hundreds and hundreds of people.
And I asked him the same question. I was like, what kind of a track record do you have?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And
that's a good question.
He's had training, he's had education before, but he's never done a deal. So that kind of helps when somebody's on the phone with me when it comes to a partner program. I'm very straightforward about it. I make no qualms about the price that we charge for. It's not for everybody. Like we say, we're very upfront with that, but we know what we can deliver. And we know that if students put forth the effort that's required of them, that we're here to do our part, and we have a track record of proving that.
In fact, I met with a guy just yesterday morning. He came by the office. He's a new partner program member. He came by the office, and we got to talking about different coaching and mentoring and stuff like that. And he was telling me about another guy that for the exact same thing that we do, his program was $100,000.
I believe it. There's educators out there charging $100,000. I know that that's not something that's within your ethical guidelines.
Yeah, ours is less than 20% of that, right?
Yeah. And I think it's just a mindset change and difference. And some people may get hung up on the fact, well, if you do all this, why is it not more? It's just because we don't have to have more. We have what we charge, what we feel is necessary to get the job done and cover what we've got to cover, and the rest is on the student. We want to make sure it's an attainable goal for people to be able to get their tuition back quickly, and that it's just what we do.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And my goal is not to, in a partner program, I know you guys have seen a lot of coaching and mentoring, and you get this, you get this, you get this, you get this, you got this software, this gadget, this gizmo, all that, and you got to learn how to use all that stuff. No. When my partners work with me, we're focusing on deals, right? We're not focusing on how to use a software or how to set this up or set that up. We've got very specific goals, and those goals are to close 3 deals in 90 days, right? That's the goal. And we're going to focus on deals because I want to spend our time together, not me coaching you, right?
Or educating.
Educating is probably the better way. I mean, we're going to go ahead and give you all the courses anyway, right? All of our partners, you get all of our courses anyway, right? So you spend your own time doing the education. I'm going to help you with the application, right? With the application or implementation, right? Yep. All right, so let's jump in and talk about 7 steps to selling, because Kandas, it's very, very important to be a good real estate investor. You got to be a good salesperson, right?
Right.
You really do, guys. On
both sides, the buy side when you're trying to buy a house and when you're trying to sell a house to somebody that's on your list.
Absolutely. And I've been doing this for many years. I used to sell stocks and bonds and mutual funds over the phone, so I love working the phones. I've made hundreds of dials a day before. I can dial the phone number on the phone without even looking at the keys, right? So a lot of people say, how do you do that? Because I'm looking over here at the number and I'm dialing the number with my other hand, right? But I've just done it for so many years. But sales is a process. I don't care if you're buying. I don't care if you're selling. I don't care what it is. It's a process, okay? Step number one is building rapport. Building rapport. Write this down, guys. Write this down. Building rapport, okay? And or somebody start a chat right here for like a message, a comment, and write down all sentences so everybody will see it if you want to. Annie, why don't you do that? That'll keep you busy, right?
You're typing enough as it is.
I know, right? So, and we appreciate it. We really do. So step number one is build rapport. Now, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. Well, if they don't know, they don't have a chance to like you yet, and they know they don't trust you yet, right? Because they have their guard up. They have the wall up, right? So you've got to build rapport with people. Several people this week I was on the phone with, I started out my conversation with, let me ask you a question. Do you have cable or direct TV? What? What are you talking about? Yeah, man, I'm cutting the cable. I've had direct TV for 19 years. I figured it up. I've spent $45,600 with direct TV, and I'm cutting the cable. I'm done.
Cutting the cord.
I'm cutting the cord. Right now I'm on Prime, Amazon Prime Video, Netflix, and Hulu, right? And Sunday I spent all afternoon putting up an antenna in the attic for the local stations, right?
This is how he started the calls.
Yeah, I mean, and people were just like, well, you know what? I've got Emporium or not Emporium, Comcast. Is that what it is?
Or Spectrum.
Comcast or Spectrum, or Time Warner, whatever it is, or Direct TV. And we started talking about it, and several people were like, man, thanks a lot for telling me about that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and cut the cable. Thanks a lot, man. Too. See, I'm saving, and listen, I don't care how much money you make, how much money you have. Everybody likes to get a deal, right? So I'm saving $215 a month right now. I can't believe this, okay? Because I'm like one of the last OG guys, right? So I'm old school. The
last OG. Wow.
So I'm old school, right? So we've had a home phone for years, had the same home phone number for years. And the other day I got to talking to my wife. I'm like, how much do we spend on our home phone? She said, $82 a month. I said, how often do you use it? She said, the only time we use it is when telemarketers call. I said, what do you think about cutting it out, cancel it, right? So anyway, we cut out our home phone, and we're saving even more money. So anyway, you got to get people to know, like, and trust you. And you do that by building rapport with them, okay? That's very, very quick. You got to build rapport with them. Step number 2, for those of you getting a comment ready, okay? Step number 2 is to qualify them, right? Qualify them. You've got to make sure it's a qualified prospect. If it's a seller, I want to know, well, let me ask you a question. What's more important to you, getting the absolute best price or selling your house as quick as possible, right? Now think about that question. What's a really good qualifying question? You're not sick, are you?
I don't feel well.
Oh, no. So you want to qualify that seller and find out what's more important to you, getting the top dollar for your house or selling your house as soon as possible. If getting top dollar for your house is more important to you and you're in no hurry, I tell people right over the phone, I give them value. I say, look, the best thing you can do right now is list it with the realtor.
Yeah.
Right? Best thing you can do is list it with the realtor, because if you're in no hurry, you're not upside down, you're not worried about paying a mortgage payment, and you don't have to sell it in the next 30 days, just list it with the realtor, and sometime in the next 8 to 12 months, you'll probably have it sold, right?
For what you're looking for, yeah.
For what you're looking for. But now remember, even though what you're looking for is going to be higher than what I can give you, out of that's going to come commissions, right? Commissions,
6%,
closing costs, all that. It's going to be about 10%, something like that. I think we froze for a second, didn't we?
Said and done, it'll be about 10%.
Yeah, said and done, it's going to be about, it's going to be about 10%, something like that overall. So the second part is qualify them. Now on the buy side, when I'm selling a house to a buyer, right? I should say on the sell side, probably. On
the sell side.
Yeah, when I'm selling a house to a buyer, I want to qualify my buyer. So we'll ask a question like, well, let me ask you a question. As you can understand, as I'm sure you can see, our properties go very, very quickly because they're at deep, deep discounts. So let me ask you a question. Are you a cash buyer, or do you need to get financing, or do you have private money, or what is it, right? And how soon are you looking to make your next investment? How soon are you looking to close on your next investment? Those are all good qualifying questions.
Also, also another one that I know we've added, I don't know how long it's been added, but I hear it on the phone is, when you send this, if they are using financing, that is, can you send me a commitment letter with a signed contract back, letting us know how soon you'd be able to close? Because that was a sticking point earlier this year with somebody that needed financing. We kept getting pushed by the lender, and we had tied up this property.
We have it going on right now
like
with
2 months.
We have it going on right now with another deal.
We
do have it going on right now with another deal. I hate buyers using outside financing sources that we can't get in touch with.
It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating, especially nationwide lenders. Local banks are a lot easier, things like that. National lenders, national private money lenders are the same. Asking for a commitment letter with the assignment contract or with the contract back does help with that. It helps alleviate some of that because you know that they've already been through pre-qual and it's more or less just the property that's passing for that lender now and not the person. But it is still really frustrating. But I would ask that too. If they could, if I send you this assignment and we go into this, will you be able to send me a commitment letter back with it? Confirming how soon you'd be able to close.
That's exactly right. Okay, let's get back to the 7 steps.
That was 2.
Number 1 is build rapport, or as a guy that used to work with me used to say, rapture. Build rapture.
Yeah.
Rapture. Yeah, you got to rap with people back and forth, right? So the second thing is qualify them. Make sure they have the ability to pay, right? The ability to sell you the house or the ability to buy the house. And number 3 is build value. Build value. You got to show them what you know, right? Show them what you know. Educate them. Show them you know what you're talking about, right?
Right. It's not a value in exactly what you're trying to sell, because at this point, after you go through this number 3, you should be able to sell ice to an Eskimo. It shouldn't matter.
Right.
What you're trying to sell is the value that he's talking about building is on you, is on the person.
You got to educate them and let them know, and I know some of you guys out there are brand new in this. I get it. I mean, when I'm on the phone, I say, look, I'm 57. I've been doing this for 30 plus years. I bought my first house in 1986. Right. And I tell them stuff like that. And I say, look, I'm right here local, or, you're up in such and such area. Yeah, I bought houses over in such and such a neighborhood. It's funny. I can remember a lot of the areas and streets and stuff like that. So over the years, so educate them, let them know what you're talking about, and one of the things I say is, look, when you're selling your house to an investor, whether it's me or anybody else, all we can really do is look and see what other houses have sold for. Let's take a look and see what some houses have sold for in your neighborhood.
And then you throw something else on the end of that, which I'm not really telling you anything you can't look up for yourself, but I'm going to just do it while we're on the phone together. That's all right. And then you start doing it.
Now, did you hear what she said? That's very, very important. It lets them know that you're not trying to hide anything from them, or you're not trying to tell them something that is a lie.
Right.
Because if you come out and say, I'm not telling you anything that you can't look up yourself, right? In fact, I'll tell them, say, look, all I'm going to do is Google the address, right? That's all I'm going to do. Then I'm going to go to Zillow and look and see what the similar houses have sold for. That's all I'm going to do. And what I have found, this is very important, guys. What I found is the more you show them things like that and educate them, the more their defenses come down and the less they have to verify what you told them.
Right.
Right? You'll get people that'll say, well, let me do a little bit of research and let me call you back, or let me check it out for myself. But they won't. They won't do that, right? It doesn't happen. It doesn't. Now, occasionally they will, right? But for the most part, they don't. So that was the 3rd one, build value. Number 4 is build desire to work with you, okay? Build desire to work with you. Let me tell you, one thing that comes to mind right now is when we're selling properties. When we're selling properties, I tell Dan, my sales guy, right? Our asset manager, it's a fancy word for sales guy, right? And he sells all of our properties. Any given time, we have 20 to 30 houses that he's selling. So what he does, and what I teach him to do, is when somebody calls about a house, you're not selling the house, right? You're not selling the house. You're selling the opportunity.
Right.
I want you to sell the opportunity.
The dream. Yeah.
Sell the dream. You're exactly right. And what I mean by that is we have a little thing in our script that our partners use that basically says something along the lines of, let me tell you a little bit about what we do. We spend about 10 grand a month in marketing for motivated sellers, right? And it makes the phone ring off the hook. And then we have a team of professional negotiators. Right? That's really
learn from.
That's what we say. Dan says we have a team of professional negotiators that make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of offers every single week and get that one gem of a deal at a deep, deep discount. And then it goes through our rigorous due diligence process. And then we add a little bit of profit to it and pass it along to somebody like you. So as you can imagine, our properties go very, very fast. So let me ask you a question. How soon are you looking to make your next investment? Are you a cash buyer? Do you have financing? How are you going to fund your deal, right? I mean, think about that. I'm not selling the house. I'm selling the dream. I'm selling the opportunity, right? We tell them we spend 10 grand a month on marketing to make the phone ring off the hook. And then our team of professional negotiators are making hundreds of offers a week to get that gem of a deal under contract at a deep, deep discount that we can pass along to people like you that have a full-time job or looking to fix and flip, or you're out there busy flipping houses, or you're out there busy managing your rentals. And you don't have time to spend money and marketing and to negotiate the deals. So you just soon them from somebody like us, right? So that's the third thing. You got to build the desire to work with you, okay? And excuse me, the fourth thing, right?
That's
now
the fourth, yeah.
The fifth thing is overcoming objections. Overcoming objections. Now, I try in all of our marketing and everything we do, I try to, and I probably do this too much to a fault. When I'm talking to somebody, I try to overcome an objection before I even hear it, right?
Some of them I think are legit to do that. Like trying to overcome the whole scam thing in some of our marketing ads. I think we have to do that up front, just because there's so many out there to set us apart from what could potentially scam somebody. So some of them I think are valid for you to do up front without being asked. But yeah, I would agree with your statement that half the time you go overboard.
I do go overboard, and I almost feel like I have to justify, right? Because sometimes even before I make an offer to a person, and I've been doing this long enough to where I get a good feel for a person, right? How they're talking to me. Are they stern? Are they forceful in their voice? Are they giving 1, 2, 3 word answers? No, yes, I don't know. Well, you're the investor, stuff like that. Or are they talking for a long time? And you've got to learn in negotiating, who to spend more time with. Like I had a lady on the phone the other day. I probably said a dozen words, and she talked for 45 minutes. She talked for 45 minutes. She told me all about all of her different marriages. All of her relatives were crazy, and how she was on disability, did this and did that. And I just sit and listen. And occasionally I would go, wow, really? I can't believe that. Are you serious? Oh, I would do stuff like that. And at the end of the conversation, she's like, I really, really appreciate you taking the time with me today. I've really enjoyed talking to you. She was the only one talking, right? But when you do that with somebody, I haven't got that deal yet. But I guarantee you, when she got off the phone, she said, "That's a nice guy right there." Even if she didn't say it, she thought it. Now, I want to say something. It reminds me of something. People will forget what you said. They'll forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. Think about that. People will forget what you said. They'll forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel, right? Even if it's subliminal, and they don't verbally say, "Wow, that guy made me feel good today,"
Is that how somebody sounds?
That's how they sound in my head. So anyway, so that's that with that. So that was number 5, overcoming objections. And overcoming objections is just explaining things away, right? Well, I can't be out by the end of the month, or, I need my money by the end of the month. There's another one, or I've got taxes due, or whatever the objection is, right? Know the difference between an objection and a condition.
Right.
An objection can be handled. A condition cannot, right? For example, an objection is, well, I don't want to sell my house for that, right? A condition is, well, I don't own the house, right?
Which we've had. When it came down to it, after contracts were signed and everything, that was a condition. That was true. Not brought up.
Tell them about the sheriff deputy showing up here last week.
Oh, God.
So we actually literally had a sheriff deputy show up here last week because the owner of the property said I was trying to sell their house and it wasn't for sale, right? But we had a signed contract with the person that told us that they were the owner, right? So I don't know who was crazy. The person who we dealt with that got the signed contract with, she said that the other person, the family member, stole the house from her. And the person who sent the sheriff's deputy over here said it was her house and always has been. So I don't know. There was a death in the family and
we don't know.
But we don't know. We just got out of it.
Well, the biggest point is 2 weeks ahead of this deputy showing up last week, we were out. We had already.
It was 2 weeks old.
It was already killed for us 2 weeks prior to.
Yeah.
And then now maybe that's just the slowness of the process of getting somebody to do something like that. But the deal was dead for us 2 weeks before last week when the deputy showed up and told us that we couldn't do that.
Yeah, we killed the deal and put it in the dead deal file. Right, we were done with it.
Yeah,
and then they show up all of a sudden.
As soon as we found out that our seller wasn't the owner, there wasn't anything we could do. We just sent her, told her she had to get it cleared up with a clerk of courts and whatever they needed to do to reconcile as a family.
That's exactly right. So overcoming objections, that's number 5. And remember, the better you qualify a person up front, the less objections you're going to have down the road. The better you qualify the person up front, the fewer objections you're going to have down the road, right? You got to qualify the person right up front. So number 6 is close the deal. Close the deal, right? And sometimes people are going to backpedal. Sometimes they change their mind. Sometimes they change their mind, or they have partners, or there's a glitch in the deal. Like we've got deals that we're working right now where 2 or 3 people are buying properties together. And it goes from 3 people to 2 people, to this percentage ownership, to that percentage ownership. You know, we've got a couple of deals going on like that right now. So when that stuff happens, but don't let that stuff be your problem, right? Don't let it be your problem.
Not at all.
Yeah, make sure that you let them know, well, you guys can do it however you want to, but we're going ahead and close it on this date.
Yeah, right? Yeah, get it figured out by now, because this is when this is happening.
Get her done. It's time to fish or cut bait. What you going to do, right? So, and number 7 is follow up, follow up, follow up. Even after the sale, that's the time to ask for a testimonial. If you're a brand new investor and you're buying a property, if you're a brand new investor and you're selling a property, get a buyer testimonial and a seller testimonial when you're done, and preferably video so you can put it on your website, right? So get testimonials, follow up with the people. You want to go from suspect to prospect to customer to raving fan, right? That's what you want to do. Go from suspect to prospect to customer to raving fan. So,
and if you guys think about it, out of these seven, there's really only 2 that of the 7 that are property specific. Everything else is more or less relationship driven. So what you're trying to do is create an atmosphere where, especially if you are an investor and these are investors that are coming to you because you're wholesaling out, they're going to keep coming to you for deals, right? Even if they've got, $50,000 total to spend, and there's another house over here for 46, and yours is right at 50,000. They're going to come to you because they know you'll close, and the way that you've made them feel through the process up to now.
Right. It's
relationship driven. It's not transaction driven.
That's really good. I've heard that somewhere before.
I know.
That's really good. Make sure you do business with people who are relationship driven and not transaction driven, right? Because you want to turn your customers into raving fans. In fact, what we do is we did a study a while back. It's been a while. I'll give you that. We did a study a while back. 68% of the people who bought a house from us went on to buy 2, 3, 4, 5 or more, right?
Yeah.
So we tell in our marketing when Dan's on the phone with people, look, 68% of the people who buy houses from us buy more houses. Right. So this is not a one and done, right? I'm going to help you out with this property. But when you get ready for another one, I'll have another one and another one and another one and another one, right? There you go. So, you want to build a long-term relationship and build them from a suspect to prospect to customer to a raving fan, right? Look, Corn's on. Cornelius, we miss you too, right? We miss you too. And Tammy's on. I don't even want to talk
about it. I'll get emotional.
I know. Corn used to work with us, and he was here for years. He worked with us. He started working with us when he was a teenager, like 7 or 3 or 12 or something. I don't know. He was like 17
none of
or
those are
18.
teenagers.
He was like 17 years old or something when he started working with us. Worked with us for
I think he was
years.
19.
Yeah, maybe 19, something. I don't know.
Anyway,
we've seen him grow up.
Yes.
So, guys, please share this video now. Yeah, share it, and we're going to give away a one-on-one call with me, one-on-one coaching call. It'll be somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour, something like that, to find out where you are, where you want to be, your likes, dislikes, strengths, weaknesses, assets, and liabilities.
Look, you were right.
And what?
You were right. 17.
17. It was 17. Awesome.
Look at you.
Yeah. See, I got it. I got you, man. All right. So if you want to apply to work with us as one of our partners where we work one-on-one, we get you up and running, we show you what to do and how to do it, and we help you close your first 3 deals. And our goal is to help you close them ASAP, hopefully in 90 days. I can't guarantee that because I don't know what you're going to do.
I don't know how hard you're going to work.
But you can apply. Just apply at larrygoins.com/apply. Right? And Candace, can you think of anything else? Is there anything else we need to mention?
I don't think so.
Guys, the name of this show is Brag, Be Rich and Generous. So I want you guys to think about some things you can do. I was just looking at a picture on my scrolling thing of corn with the whole group. I've got this
at the
Ray. I've got this digital photo thing over here, and there was a picture of corn. Took a group picture. So anyway, so go out and brag. Be rich and generous. Find somebody you can help. I want you to remember something. I'm going to leave you with this, okay? Nobody can help everybody, but everybody can help somebody, okay? And we've got somebody in not in our office, but Kandas found somebody that single mom and a couple of kids and needs some help. So as an organization, as a group, we're going to be helping her to be able to provide Christmas for her and her family and help them out. So I say this not to impress you, but to impress upon you. Find somebody. I don't care if you're just helping them, provide a meal for them or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any difference. Just I don't care if it's $1 or $5 or your time. It doesn't have to be money. It could be your time. So please get out there and brag, be rich and generous. And remember, the more money you make, the more money you can help others with and be a blessing to others, okay?
Right.
So with that, we'll see you next week. I'm not really sure about the topic, but I'm thinking I want to talk some more negotiating, like one-liners or something like that. What do you think about that?
Well, we may do that. We may just do a recap from this year and maybe do something for setting up the first part of the year. Who knows? We'll talk about it and see. But I do like one-liners. Those are some of my favorites.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really good. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you next week, which will be the last show of this year. So thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.